Excuse me, sir. Oh, wait. Okay. Straight to that front row. See me at the front row. See me on TV in the front row. Catch me in the front row. Front row. See me in the front row. Front row. On TV in the front row. Front row. 40. Yeah, we in the front row. It's front row 40.
Front row 40, 4-seat Earl, feet on the wood, me and my girl, taking selfies, rich and wealthy, what's the price? You only live once, so we gon' live our best life. Sometimes we like to dress alike, matching fitted designer gear. Some people say they watch the games just to see what I'm gonna wear. I like to get up out my chair and start gigging to my own song when it's on. People text me and say that they see me on the jumbo
Catch me in the front row.
There go Unc right there.
Front row 40. See me in the front row.
Hey, loved one, can I get a picture?
On TV in the front row.
Keep inspiring, water. Keep inspiring.
Yeah, we in the front row.
We grew up off you. My life is real. My life ain't fake. Front row 40, behind home plate. The youngsters and older folks know that I'm the man. I'm humble, I take pictures and I shake their hands. I love Bay Area teams, I'm a super fan. I'm sorta like Spike and Jack Nicholson. You can catch me at a hockey game behind the glass, or on the field with the Niners, walking on the grass.
Catch me in the front row.
That boy stay fit.
See me in the front row.
I like how he be having his queen with him all the time.
On TV in the front row.
He always at the game.
Yeah, we in the front row.
Easy money wrestling.
Gotta put me up there with the greatest, man.
Let the band play.
All-star, the superstar, Hall of Famer. They say I'm showing out. They say I should be a. You can walk in any, and I bet they know my name. To the south, put me in the Hall of Fame. Fame.
Hello, deja vu in here. No, right. It's not every day you see us.
I'm feeling a big game tonight, kid.
Hey, MP, what's up?
What's up?
Check out these free kicks that we're hooking you up.
What the hell? Jordan never did that move.
On behalf of Jordan, I'd like to wish you good luck in your first NBA.
Hey, MP, let's talk for a minute.
MP.
Since I was 6 years old, so I'm ready.
Okay, so that's why they say what they...
Have a great game, boss.
The doo-doo shirt and gray pants is crazy.
Well, tonight is the night. It's MP's NBA debut.
The Golden State Warriors.
What a feeling. Richard, what stood out to you about your first NBA game with the Nets?
Look, I'm not going to brag and all, but did I come off the bench and get 12 points? Yes. Did we win the game? Yes. So, look, it was a good start for me, a humble beginning, but yeah, that's what stood out to me. I got double digits in the room.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. All the stars on the floor for the Suns. Booker and Beal, the backcourt, and KD up front. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Grayson Allen. And tonight, the first game of MP's career. A lot of eyes watching to see how his journey begins.
Well, many believe that MP is the next face of the NBA. I mean, he comes from a long line of NBA talent. Father Prince and grandfather Truck both had strong careers. I know this is one of the most anticipated debuts in years.
And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Stolen by Booker. The open shot by Allen. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
MP, a screen on Booker. Curry from deep three-point land. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Well, Richard, Kevin Durant has been a big-time scorer in the NBA since he stepped onto the hardwood.
No, and I played against him as a rookie, and let me tell you, even the veteran team that we had, we knew that this guy was going to be a bucket getter for a long time. Well, Durant takes a hard shot and makes it look so easy.
MP, a screen on Booker from the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Nurkic. It's rebounded by Golden State. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
Something he's worked on over the years. Green is an elite passer.
Here's Booker. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Shoots over Curry. Rebounded by Green.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Down low. Here's Jackson Davis. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Draymond has a special talent for setting guys up, especially for his position.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Durant, the pass to Booker. Step back shot. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
Curry against Booker. Green with a screen on Booker. And a deep three from Curry. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Nurkic over MP. And another basket for Phoenix.
Yeah, when Nurkic is healthy, he's a difference maker for his team.
Here's Jackson Davis. Thompson outside. Fires the three. The rebound by Allen. The Suns leading. Outside Durant. Rebounded by Green. The shocker of the 2023 trade deadline. Kevin Durant moving to the Suns, RJ.
And then the shocker of the summer, adding Bradley Beal. Now they have a mean trio when you add him with KD and Book. I'm a fan of front offices going for it. Put all your chips in the middle. Let's go get a title.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Warriors make some changes. Kuminga, he...
Need a spark. You can do. Watch it.
Beal against Paul. Beal outside. Pass to Allen. Allen a screen. 5 to shoot. Gordon with it. Count that bucket.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And here's Paul. And so in the game for Phoenix, they've got Bradley Beal, Bol out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Eric Gordon, and it's Eubanks in at the 5 spot.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Gordon against Curry. Gordon, the pass to Beal. 6 to shoot from the line. And it's MP with a rebound. Wow, you talk about expectations from a rookie. Grant, MP came into the league with a shoe deal already in place.
And plenty of cachet, being a Jordan brand athlete. As if he needed any extra. But I'll tell you, he looks good with that Jumpman logo. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, through all the stress and the turmoil of recent years, Bradley Beal is one of those players who is willing to open up and acknowledge the strain. He said, quote, "It's okay to feel down, to talk about it, to be a human. A lot of times I think I'm a superhero or I can kind of figure things out on my own, but it's all right to rely on people." Brian?
Yeah, you have to. It's all part of being a great teammate, no doubt. Thanks, Allie. And Phoenix has possession. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago, Eubanks the screen. Gordon the pass to Eubanks. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Curry looking it over. There's the 3. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Phoenix has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. Phoenix calls timeout. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
There's 1:17 left in the second. Booker, the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. To win the cold spell. And the Suns miss again. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. MP inside. He's against Allen. Jackson Davis with the bucket. Jackson Davis has gotten his second bucket.
Love to see him inside passing like this.
Allen, the pass to Gordon. 40 seconds left in the first half. Here's Booker. Hits it from the high post.
Booker with one of the most effortless strokes you'll ever see.
MP, a screen on Booker. Pass to Green. "17 seconds left in the second quarter. Connects from downtown.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Gordon outside. Durant with a screen on Thompson. Allen outside. This one for 3.
Great defensive effort from MP. Every team wants a guy like him. The right way.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, leading by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for Golden State. First taste of the league for MP. What are you guys seeing?
A guy who's rushing things. You know, so much is expected of him. He's a third-generation NBA player, has all-world talent, but you could tell at the end of the half, he was a little frustrated.
Sure looked that way, Kenny. Shaq is a heralded rookie in 1992. You had a big first game, 12 points, 18 boards, 3 blocks to turn this night around.
First of all, Ernie, don't ever release those stats again. You just don't care and worry about what other people think. You know what you can do. Trust that. Everything will fall into place. Trust me. 12 points, Ernie. Don't ever mention my name with 12 points.
I was going to say, I mean, the 18 boards, the 3 blocks, those were impressive, but shoot, I could have scored a dozen.
I'm insulted, Ernie.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
The effort we've seen from the bench so far, it really helps to keep this kind of depth. Guys who can come in on the
Glad you could join us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The core of the Warriors dynasty on the floor. Curry and Clay as the guards with Draymond at the 4. And it's MP, and it's Jackson Davis in at center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Will Grant is the managing director of the U.S. men's national team. You've gotten to see the wealth of international talent firsthand.
It's so true, B.A. I mean, I've got so much respect for the international game. You know, over 25% of the players in the NBA right now are international players, and they produce superstar talents like Doncic, Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. The U.S. has more competition now than ever.
Pass to Booker. Now here's Nurkic. Beal with it, defended by Thompson. Beal's shot is off.
Not enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Jackson Davis. On the wing, Curry. And here's Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Thompson against Beal. Allen outside. For 3, Booker. And Booker cash on the 3.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Pass to Jackson Davis. MP up top. Outside, Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Green's got 8.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Booker finds Allen. Beal outside. Nurkic to screen on Thompson. Here's Beal. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. 18 points for him.
I mean, capable of playing either guard position, Beal is especially difficult to contain in pick and rolls.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Friday, they head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then Sunday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
MP, the pass to Thompson. Inside. MP, a screen on Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green able to hit from 3.
Yeah, Green knows he has to act fast, so he wastes no time finding the shot.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Suns. Gordon's checked in. Durant, chalk up 2 there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
On the wing, Thompson. There's the triple. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Golden State has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to Booker. Here's Nurkic. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. Richard, looking at Chris Paul's career up until this point, he's someone that makes every team he's on better.
Yeah, it's because he's just such a great leader. Someone that commands excellence, not just from himself, but his teammates and his entire organization. That's great execution on the pick and roll thanks to the sturdy screen by MP.
Paul against Booker. Nurkic, a screen on Paul. To the middle. Shot by Nurkic, no good. The Warriors leading. Paul finds Kuminga. Back to Paul. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter here. Uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 6.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Durant. 4-3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
3 points.
Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Paul against Booker. Green with a screen on Booker. Here's Paul. Can't nail the jumper. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Warriors ahead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver.
Deciding to change it up.
Substitution on court.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And so in the game for the Suns. All the stars on the floor for the Suns. Booker and Beal, the backcourt. And KD up front. Grayson Allen is out there with Yusuf Nurkic.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to MP. Outside Curry. MP, a screen on Booker. Curry passes to Green. And a foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
His 4th personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The quick look, no good that time. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Outside for Green. Back to MP. MP, a screen on Allen. And it's Green missing. The Suns trailing. Durant, the pass to Beal. To the inside, Booker. And the the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
The Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Allen. Takes a 3. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take the lead? We'll have to see.
Outside, Green. With some arc. Draymond. Oh, such a force inside.
Over his career, Green has been in so many huge playoff games, so he's used to the pressure moments.
Beal against Thompson. Beal, the pass to Nurkic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And here are the Suns now. 4-point game. Here's Durant. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Here's Green. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And this is a big moment. I mean, Green wanting to come through for his squad in important stretches.
So he gets them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Making the most of his trip to the line and helping them extend their lead.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 6. 52 seconds left in the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Frank Vogel had some advice for his team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
Thank you for that, Allie. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake. They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Durant with a screen on Curry. Left side, Durant. Allen outside. Jacks up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Booker against Curry. Pass to MP. And so the Warriors take the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. So long, everybody.
Thank y'all. Wow, listen.
Right here.
Lisa Sims, Daily Horn. MP, you came into the league heralded as the best player of your generation, but you really struggled tonight. Were you feeling...
Yeah,
Lina Becker, Sportbild monatlich. Wie fühlt es sich an, dein allererstes NBA-Spiel zu?
Getting the win is huge. Hey, wherever fans...
Damian Patterson, City Free Press. What does it mean to you to be a...
It means a lot. Yeah. You gotta respect where you...
Parfait, merci. Béatrice Corbet, la compétition.
Oui. Actually, Jaume La France.
Proud of you, MP.
Hey, you should be. I'm about to do something. Hey, I appreciate it, Pop. You're here to keep me on track.
You know what the goal is.
So with all this talk about MP being the best prospect since...
These are the kind of people you want on your side if they're going to call you the GOAT someday.
Oh, come on, Pop.
That's how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job.
Josh Giddey, dude. Oh.
There he is. Have a
The
great
doo-doo shirt with gray pants. LeBron James. LeBron James. I'm a slurp in the corner, whoa.
The Kings as they came through the tunnel earlier on. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Conference rivals, Greg, butting heads in this one. How does that raise the stakes here?
Well, both teams want this one bad, and a chance to prove they're the dominant squad. I think it's going to get pretty heated at some point here tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The championship core of the Warriors is out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green working at power forward. Then it's MP, and it's Jackson Davis in at center. And Greg, you look at the expectations of MP, it has to weigh heavily on him.
Well, I mean, so much has been made about how he's the next big thing. And Kevin, very often players don't live up to the hype. But if MP is half as good as people think he'll be, this team has a star on their hands.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. MP sets the screen for Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. Over Sabonis. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fox against Curry. Murray is screen on Curry. Fox from outside. MP grabs the miss. Boy, doesn't Mike Brown, GA, deserve a lot of credit for the Kings' recent success. He's been terrific.
I mean, playing that championship pedigree from Golden State. Brown went to the finals as the head coach in Cleveland, and one of the best people in the league as well.
Here's Fox, and that one's drained from the low block.
Pretty much all you can do on defense there. De'Aaron Fox, great poise in the painted area.
Curry from deep three-point land. And again, no good by Golden State.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Sabonis, the pass to Fox. Barnes kicks to Monk. Murray sets a screen for Monk. Back to Barnes. Just 2 to shoot. It's hauled in by MP. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Green. Back to Thompson. To end the drought. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, raise your hand if you're surprised that Klay Thompson racked up 3 more points.
Fox against Curry. Fox feeling it out a bit. The kick out to Barnes. Off target from 3-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
It's Curry with the drive. It's good. This game is all even.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Fox passes to Barnes. Green against Murray. Pass to Sabonis. The jump hook. Warriors with the rebound. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Curry with such a smooth 3-point shot. Are there better mechanics in the league?
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the paint. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Murray.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Substituting on the court.
Green against Sabonis. Shots good by Green.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They've got Kevin Huerter. Sabonis is out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Ellis. And it's Vezenkov in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Ellis. Still yet to score. That one's good. Vezenkov.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
MP with a screen on Ellis. Paul dishes to Kuminga. Here's MP. Oh, MP in the face of tough interior defense.
And just outworking the coverage, MP runs into some contact, but manages to get through it.
Greg is a guy that led the offense, a floor general. Do you think we're in the golden era of point guards?
Kevin, it's hard to say. I mean, the 80s had Magic and Isaiah. The 90s had Stockton and Peyton. The 2000s with Nash and Kidd. But this era is deep. You got Curry, Lillard, Doncic, Morant. And, of course, CP3 is still going.
4 on the shot clock. The shot by Monk is no good. Warriors leading by 10. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
Monk kicks to Sabonis. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Huerter. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure. And that one didn't happen. And, boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Now here's Ellis. Following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga. Here's Monk. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on MP.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard it. Kid just plays with an edge.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Miles checked in for Sabonis. Barnes comes in for Kevin Huerter. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Ellis. Golden State also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Paul subbed in for Curry.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Murray a screen on Paul. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 10 in the bucket there from Fox.
Becoming more confident and a little bit more poised in terms of how he scores is De'Aaron Fox.
MP with a screen on Fox. Paul passes to MP. Paul outside. Lets it go with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Paul against Fox. Murray a screen on Paul. Here's Fox and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. They retain possession.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Jackson Davis. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Down low. Shot's good by Lyles. Lyles got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
Warriors leading by 11. 23 seconds left in the first half. The shot's good from Paul.
Always fun to look at. Not, but the floater. Boy, those sure are pretty.
Outside, Fox. Tries it from the top of the key. He can't get that one to fall.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this.
Thanks. Well, looking at the Warriors, they started off the season the way they wanted. Now you build off that win. Try to generate momentum. Stay undefeated.
Now let's go over that first half action. Things did not go according to plan for the Kings.
Well, they aren't getting ahead.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, through the first 2, he has been...
Did someone say run?
Blah, 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 blah.
A smoothie with my favorite fruit. Watermelon, frozen strawberries.
Nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the championship core of the Warriors is out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green working at power forward. Then it's MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. And here is Fox after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Murray sets a screen for Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
And it just doesn't seem to matter where Fox is on the floor, Brett. He's got the confidence to make shots.
Yeah, Greg, I feel like last year he took a huge step in terms of the confidence that he has to impact the game. Now it's about, can he pick his spots, making sure that guys are involved. That's the next evolution of De'Aaron Fox.
Warriors leading by 14. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 6, and that one drops.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Now, let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. Last season, he played outstanding. And you look at his three-point field goal percentage. How about top 10 in the league? He did not miss often.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 ranking.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does. So the size.
Freaking a boner.
Back to Barnes. Sacramento moving it around. Now the pass to Fox. Murray outside. The 3 from Barnes. Green with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen.
Damn, that buzzer's long.
From that distance in warm-up.
Oh no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
And now the latest from our reporter David Ullman.
Thank you, Kevin. De'Aaron Fox is taking his game to new heights. Coach Mike Brown says the exciting part about Foxy is he's just starting to scratch the surface of who will end up being in this league. His feel and skill set are both off the charts. His speed is unbelievable, and his ability to get his own shots at his size is second to none. Kevin?
David, I agree. He is special. Hey, thanks for the report. Now, here's Fox. 8 points for him. Murray dishes to Fox. Passes it to Monk. It's up a 3. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. MP with a screen on Fox. Curry kicks to Thompson. 3-pointer. Drills the 3-pointer. Thompson's got 6.
Yeah, Thompson coming right back, and Clay saying, yeah, I know I play D, but I also hit 3s. That's a nice response.
Barnes outside. Green with the block. Outside Curry.
God, dude, they're in the way.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And one of the unwritten rules of team play, Brent, don't throw your teammate a grenade. What are those?
Well, I got a lot of those in my years in Seattle, and I won't mention his name, but the initials were Gary Payton. Look, the shot clock's winding down, you're standing open, and the guard just gives it to you with 1.5 seconds to go, and you got to shoot the ball. So those are called live grenades, Cal.
Now Murray. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Clock is at 3. Fox from outside. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night. Throws it up high.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Fox passes to Barnes. Murray for three. Good on the triple. Murray's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Don't see many forwards with the catch and shoot ability that Murray has.
Substituting on the court.
Looney passes to Paul. And Ellis with the block. Sabonis is out there with Lyons. Then it's Malik Monk. Then it's Ellis. And it's Herter in at the three, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Sabonis, yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
That's a 2 from Paul. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Love seeing CP3 shoot from there. He just owns that area of the floor. One of the best jumpers in the history of the game.
Pass to Herter. There's the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
MP with a screen on Ellis. Here's Podziemski. Hey, Brent, in recent years, we've seen the rise of sports analytics conventions, pro basketball negotiation competitions. I mean, they're really digging deep.
Well, they're not only digging deep, Kevin, but they're giving a tremendous opportunity to a swath of people that never thought they'd be part of the NBA. Look, if you're not 6'8" with a 35-inch vertical, that doesn't mean that you still don't have a place at the table in the NBA if you study hard enough, or you can make contributions to what the business side of basketball is all about.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Murray's checked in for Lyles. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kevin Herter. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Ellis.
Defensively, you don't want to give Fox easy points at the free throw line. You want to make him beat you with the J.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth. Inside, here's MP. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Golden State moving it around. Paul passes to MP. Kicks it out to Paul. 5 on the clock. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Well, right now the defense completely uncomfortable in guarding pick and rolls with Chris Paul. He loves to dice up the D in those sets.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Another 3 for Golden State.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Chris Paul.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
Here's Podziemski. Back to Wiggins. This one for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Outside for Murray. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. MP sets the screen for Saric. Pass to Podziemski. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Sacramento ball. Warriors substitution. 0. Gary Payton.
Barnes outside. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Nice team win. Let's keep it going.
Doo-doo shirt with gray pants. Doo-doo shirt with gray pants. Darn it, darn it, darn it, what? Off the corner.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. So the Rockets win the tip. And these teams both pretty rugged on the boards, Clark. Could be some heavy lifting tonight.
I agree. I mean, you see a lot of teams these days go small in the front court. This is one category that I think favors those big bodies. Who can carve out the space and do damage in the paint? Let's lock into that tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. The core of the Warriors dynasty on the floor. Curry and Clay as the guards with Draymond at the 4. Then it's MP and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. So much has been made about MP joining this team, Grant. But if you talk to him, he knows it all comes down to winning.
And that's the mentality he needs to have. Everyone wants him to win and win fast. But ultimately, players like MP are judged by how many rings they collect. And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Curry. Up and over Brooks. Curry's shot is off.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Good read from Green there, getting better at center. Are wide open and need the ball.
MP, a screen on Van Vliet. Curry passes to MP. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Boy, the dime-dropping skills of MP, he is all about setting his teammates up.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, after finishing tied for last in the West last year, Clark, Houston is looking for a turn of events.
You know, 13 guys on last year's roster, BA, with 3 years of experience or less. But this summer, Houston bringing in some good vets, headlined by Fred VanVleet, and they're looking to compete at a much higher level.
Here's VanVleet. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Pass to Şengün. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Out to Thompson. The 3-ball. And the Warriors with another 3.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
For Houston, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Green, the pass to Şengün to stop the run. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Thompson. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Rockets trail. Brooks right side. Uncovered. And the shot's good. Brooks has got his second bucket of the night.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
VanVleet against Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Drills it from deep.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
VanVleet with it. Now guarded by Curry. Smith outside. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3.
Fantastic response from Smith Jr. Great poise and confidence on display there.
Curry against VanVleet. Curry passes to Thompson. MP, a screen on Green. Thompson's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's VanVleet. Still without a bucket. The 3, Smith. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist.
Jabari Smith went top 3 in the draft for his shooting. And boy, is that jumper pretty.
MP, a screen on VanVleet. And here's Curry for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Brooks a screen on Thompson. On the attack, Green laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Curry passes to MP. Oh, Brooks with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The floater, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside, Green. On the wing, Green. MP, a screen on Green. Here's Thompson. Again, Golden State.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
VanVleet outside. Outside, Green. Over MP. And so it's Klay Thompson.
LeBron James. LeBron James. That is local and that is good for me. Awesome.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. And MP subbed in for Wiggins.
First and second chance points, and they were solid in the steals category. Top 15, a team you couldn't fall asleep against when handling the rock.
And you mentioned, they were the best team in the league when it comes to second chance points. Hustle was in their team DNA. We've got Alperen Şengün, Aaron Holiday out there with Thompson. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Whitmore in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Rockets. 9-point game. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
And, you know, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, there will always be players looking to change teams, but Commissioner Silver said, quote, when a player asks to be moved, it has a ripple effect. Lots of other players are impacted by that as well. It's one of those issues that we intend to discuss and see if there are remedies for this. Brian, interesting to see what comes of those talks.
Yeah, that is going to be interesting. All right, Allie, good stuff. Pass to MP. Back to Paul, and the league looking to curb how much the top teams can spend. Stricter financial rules now in place, Clark.
Yeah, I like the salary cap. Its theory is good and well-intentioned. I think it does help the small market teams a bit. A lot of teams didn't like how certain West Coast teams were spending, but I still think there's room to give teams the option to exceed limits if they're willing to pay the consequences for doing so.
And that one's good.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Van Vliet against Curry. Here's the three. Curry splashes it in.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
It's stolen by MP. Throws it up high.
He did. I mean, MP understands how to read a defense, including how to spot overcommitments and getting it to open teammates.
The Rockets have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Thompson goes in. Hauled in by Curry.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Thompson scanning the floor. A minute 15 left in the half. Clock at 6. Pass to Van Vliet. Over MP. And another miss by Houston.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Eason against Kuminga. Here's MP. Launches a three. And that one's good. Kuminga for 3. Kuminga's got 7.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pass to Şengün. And he got the whistle on the way up.
LeBron James. LeBron James.
So for the Rockets, Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason, and Green is subbed in for Thompson. Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Golden State has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. MP, a screen on Van Vliet. Curry's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Green for 3. The Rockets again can't hit. Golden State has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Screen by MP. Outside Curry. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. He's got 12.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's
LeBron James.
So it's the
LeBron James.
16-point advantage heading into the break. Building this lead up.
I'm at Verb in the corner. Whoa, whoa.
We'll be back in a moment.
Right now,
all I do is win, 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 no matter what. The money on mine, and I cannot give up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
And that'll do it for us.
And they stay there. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Because all I do is win, win, win.
And with the second half upon us,
and they stay there.
Becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. The core of the Warriors dynasty on the floor. Curry and Clay as the guards with Draymond at the 4. Then it's MP, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. Here's Şengün. Smith outside. Lets the three fly. It doesn't go for him. The Warriors shooting at a very efficient 67%. MP scanning the floor. Outside Curry. MP, a screen on Van Vliet. For three. Curry, no good. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. Trailing by 19. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Boy, I believe Green has all the tools to be a phenomenal scorer in this league. Just needs to continue to develop.
MP, a screen on Van Vliet. Green, the pass to Curry. MP outside. Outside for Green. Launches it. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Brooks against MP. Right side Green. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Thompson, that's good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Şengün, and he banks in the layup. Şengün's got 7.
Great take from Şengün. Excellent. Probing the defense and finding ways to finish.
MP, a screen on Van Vliet. And here's Curry for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And that one's good. Green.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Şengün, a screen on Thompson, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors also with a sub. Ball's checked in. Pull it in. Thompson outside. To the inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. MP, a screen on Van Vliet. The drive by Paul. And the layup is good off the glass.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Şengün, a screen on Thompson. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Golden State. MP's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by MP. Thompson's got 15.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here's Green. Can't hit it from 12 feet. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Thompson, that's good. He's got 17.
As his career has developed, Clay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Adams checked in for Houston. Eason comes in for Smith. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga's checked in. Outside for Green. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Eason. MP against Thompson. Back to Eason. The three. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
MP, a screen on Thompson. Paul taking his time here. Here's MP. Back to Paul. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. And no good. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. All right, we're going to...
62.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there.
Checked in for the Warriors. And Grant, some players feel like certain officials have it out for them. Did you ever see any of that?
You know what, B.A.? The refs are human too. Yes, I did say that. But they're supposed to be impartial. So if you go after them for a while, it's possible they will hold a grudge.
Brooks and Smith make up the 2 forwards. Van Vliet and Green man the backcourt. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Paul against Van Vliet. Green for 3. Hauled in by Paul. The Warriors have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Pass to Looney. Now here's MP. Brooks defending. Back to Looney. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. And Golden State also making a switch. Wiggins, he's checked in for Looney. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Houston.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Back to Paul. Wiggins for 3. Drains the triple.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Screen by MP. Paul passes to MP. Now here's Kuminga. He's off on the layup. Brooks with it. Kuminga defends. Holiday. Warriors with the rebound. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
MP shot is off.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident.
Oh my
Didn't let
goodness.
anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.